Hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna get back on the Charger. If you guys don't know, this is what this car looked like. And obviously this is what we're at now. So hope you guys stay tuned. Let's get back to this build and let's see what kind of progress we can make this week. Have a good one. Hey guys, welcome back. So I have lost a little bit of work from you guys. The video corrupted. I don't know what happened to the SD card, but it was pretty much what we were talking about, what we're gonna do for work for the week, and then we're gonna do the progress. So I lost all the clips of me talking about what's going on. So it's gonna be a little bit of rambling on my end and a little bit of repetitiveness, but let's get into it. So big thing with welding the rear of the car together, little spoiler alert, the whole car is welded together except for a few patches that need to go in. But what we did is we checked the gaps. We also stuck the trim up there in that panel, made sure it's fine, made sure it's where it needs to be. We prepped the whole underside of this outside the car, so we took it back out, and we also laid seam sealer on that little under trunk area. Laid a bunch of seam sealer in there, so that's what they had from the factory. I remember taking it off. We welded that in, a lot of confined space, didn't show a bunch of it, but it just clips in right to the quarter there. So it's this piece and the quarter, they clip together, and then you're gonna have that trunk hinge support, goes on the outside of that as well. So you have 3 pieces of metal there that are all welded together. We prepped everything. We welded in the gutters here that run underneath the deck lid. Now I would open the deck lid, but it's actually latched and it fits very well. Another thing we did on the deck lid is they have the 2 mounting holes right here that come up. I just cut them a little more forward. My deck lid did not fit its aftermarket. Everything else on the inside, the hinge supports and that are original to the car, but whole back of this car is aftermarket. It's all AMD. I'm just gonna pop a picture for you guys right there with the rear end of this car. When I purchased it, it had nothing. So take a look at that real quick. We got a lot of work done this whole time. Big thing is I had screw holes, and this whole car was prepped. It's been prepped for like the past 8 years. It's just been one of those things of getting over that hurdle and hump to weld it together. So hope you guys enjoy the videos. We're gonna show you guys some fast forwards of me working on the car. It's a lot of that. And then we're gonna come back at the end and kind of go through what we're doing. But hope you guys stay tuned. Hope you guys like it. If you guys wanna see me speak some more while I'm doing the work, just let me know, leave me a comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let somebody know about the channel so we can grow a little bit. And let's get back to work, you guys. I am rambling and I hate rambling, so let's go to it. Let's have a good weekend. Alright guys, welcome back. We got something to show y'all now. Obviously you can tell the trunk's on, it's pretty flush. We have a little dip in the corners, but I need a little rubber mounting to kind of kick it back up, but watch this. I mean, we have a functioning trunk on this car. Something I have been trying to do and scared to do for the years I've owned it, because the trunk, I've always tried to put those trunk hinges on and they just never fit. They never had the trunk in the right position. They were terrible. And I always let it get to me, but look at this. We have a functioning trunk and it closes beautifully. We just need something to kind of keep these corners up. I don't know, a bumper, maybe we'll tap a hole and put a screw in there, but I'm going to show you guys what we did. So all we had to do, it didn't even turn out to be that bad of an issue. We had to separate the hinge support right here, just due to it wouldn't allow it to twist and sit in the right position. And all I had to do is from this panel right here to the section where it mounts this arm, all I did was had to lower that to about, I think it's about 1.5 inches or 1 3/8 or something. But each side is the same now. That's 1 3/8 inches and that's 1 3/8 inches down. Another issue I had was I had stuck these giant washers into the panel to mount. As it turns out, it needs a little bit of that clearance to mount all the way up so it sits flush right here. So all I did was take a little section of them out. So all in all, what we did to this car is we wallered out, we extended the box here about another 7/8 on each side, each corner, and we separated the actual support itself. So what we have to do now, because we did that, is we have to, screw it in place, know where it's happy. We don't want to lose where it's at. So I'm going to take a drill bit, I'm going to drill some holes, and I'm going to put some set screws in, attach them where the clamps are, so it stays in that congruent position. I'm going to mark where that one is, draw a line, draw a little outline of it with a marker. I'm going to draw a line of that one with a marker. Now for that, it has a section on the top that goes into where the quarter and the sail meet. It has a line that needs to be spot welded, so I need to figure out if I have to add some metal up there. And I also have to weld together the brace. So a little bit of work, but this is amazing. The deck lid fits. Some of the parts I ordered from Chris Birdsong himself are on the car finally, and will stay on the car. Just little things, the latch and the latch here. But another thing we have to do is this needs to be welded in. So I think I'll wait on this to see if, I don't know, if some kind of bumpers go in here so it actually sits tall enough. I don't know if I really want to weld this in, because if I do and it doesn't sit flat, then I'm at a disadvantage. But I really want this entire car welded together, so we might just do it and see what happens. But I am rambling. I'm going to bring you guys for a fast forward of fixing that trunk hinge support, and then we're gonna, it's sad we have to take it apart, but then we're gonna put it back together and it's done. We're gonna just start getting panel gaps at the back. Big step. Let's get to it, guys. Hey guys, we're back. We got everything welded in. It's not, nothing ever looks pretty till you sand it, but those are completely welded in. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna weld in this trunk latch section here. Now we've got it held up tight. We've checked the latch, it feels fine. It latches, does good. One thing I really actually learned about this is when you close the trunk, you can actually adjust it through the taillight hole. Makes it real easy when you're just trying to get that perfect up and down, just kind of loosen it a little bit where it's still snug and hit it a little. Works amazing. So we're gonna weld on this, get this welding done, and we'll come back and show you guys what else we're gonna do. But we'll bring you here for the fast forward. Let's get back to it. Hey guys, welcome back. We got a lot done. It's real hard to get in there with the trunk on now, so we didn't really bring you along for a lot of it, but let me grab my handy dandy trunk opener and let's show you guys what we're dealing with. I mean, it looks good. Obviously it's going to need another adjustment when we get the gaskets on or the sealer. I mean, we got a working trunk. I mean, it's beautiful. I'm really happy with it. It's just a lot of work. I mean, that was cool. Closes, latches. That's a lot of awesome. What we did is we have everything welded on the trunk supports. We went inside the wheel wells, welded up all our other holes, so we're real good. We grinded them down. Like I said, it was really hard in there with the trunk lid on to even bring myself in there, so I didn't bring you guys along, but we're fully welded. Like we're welded. We don't have anything super else to actually weld on the car to make it a car. It's a car. Now this is just, it's awesome. The car's finally where I wanted it to be. This right here is something I've never actually had done. This deck lid never fit this car well. It would sit on there and it looked fine, but when you actually put the brackets on, it sucked. It was terrible. It never lined up. This is just too cool though. We have it all done. It closes, it sits well. I mean, it's not perfect, but nothing on the car really is at the moment. So, too cool. We have a completed car really, like fully welded together car. So that's just too good. I think from here, guys, what we're gonna do is start in a new project. Here, let me bring you with actually. We'll show you firsthand. We need to prep the bottom of the hood. And by prep the bottom of the hood is what I mean is if I put this hood on, I don't wanna have to take it right back off and paint it. So what we're gonna do is we have a few things to paint, might as well paint them. So if I put this on, I'll have epoxy primer at least where the brackets go, knowing I'll have no issue. So that's what we're gonna do now is prep the bottom of the hood. We're gonna paint the bumper brackets, maybe a few other things. We'll get them prepped up and we're gonna paint them, and then we'll come back with that and show you guys what we're gonna do next. But I'd like to get it painted before it goes on the car. I think the next project is, let's fully put the car together, except the paint's gonna take a full 24 hours, so I'll have to wait till next week. But I think we can really make it look good. Let's get this hood painted, at least the underside. I don't know if we're gonna do gray or black. I think we'll do, what should we do? What should we do? You know, I still have to actually fix the front bumper also because the brackets are out. Let's paint the hood gray, the bottom side of the hood gray for now. And then if we decide to change anything, we'll change it then. But we're gonna paint it gray. When we're doing that gray, we're just gonna lay a little bit of gray in the trunk on the areas that I ground up so it doesn't look too bad. You guys stay tuned. We'll bring you forward for a fast forward. We're gonna be using 1-to-1 epoxy primer and we're gonna get back to work. So let's get to it because all I do is ramble on this thing. We found a can of Eastwood rust converter, so we put that on the hood. This stuff's kind of cool. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's turning purple or black. I mean, I had the thing pretty cleaned up silver, and now it turns another color whenever it's converting on rust, so hopefully that'll make the hood last a little longer. But it has to wait 4 to 8 hours before I can do anything, so we are going to pack up, hit it another weekend, and see how far we can get on that weekend. Obviously during the week I'm going to try to find some time to come down here and paint the hood, the rear trunk area, the areas that I just sanded and welded in, my bumper brackets, and a few other things, just because if I do that on the weekend, that's all I'm going to be able to do that weekend, and I'll have nothing else because of the time the paint takes to dry and all that. So we will find a way to get that stuff painted during the week and then come out on the weekend and have a really good weekend. But until then, you guys stay tuned. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment. Leave me something. And really big weekend getting that deck lid on. So let's try to keep up the progress. Have a good one, y'all.